Phil Robertson, the patriarch of the Robertson family and the star of the hit reality series Duck Dynasty, recently passed away following a difficult battle with multiple health issues, including Alzheimer's disease and a blood disorder. His family confirmed that he had been diagnosed with the early stages of Alzheimer's in late 2024. As time went on, the disease progressed more rapidly than expected, impacting his memory and cognitive abilities, as well as his overall physical health. The Robertson family spoke openly about the challenges of watching someone they love slowly lose the sharpness and strength that had long defined him. Phil had long been a towering figure in both his family and the broader Christian conservative community. Known for his strong beliefs, distinctive beard, and old-school wisdom, Phil gained nationwide fame when Duck Dynasty launched in 2012. The show followed the lives of the Robertson family, who made a fortune from their duck call business, Duck Commander, in West Monroe, Louisiana. Audiences were drawn not just to their business acumen and outdoorsman lifestyle, but also to their tight-knit family values, humor, and unapologetic faith. In the final months of his life, Phil's condition declined significantly. Family members, especially his son Jace and daughter-in-law Corey, shared how difficult it was to see him lose the ability to recognize people he had known for decades. He also began experiencing symptoms of a blood disorder, which complicated his care even further. As Phil became increasingly frail, his family arranged for professional medical support to ensure he was comfortable and safe. Despite his worsening health, Phil maintained his spiritual convictions. Those close to him say he remained focused on his relationship with God and spoke frequently about being ready to go home. In one of his final moments, he is said to have offered words of comfort and courage to his family, telling them not to mourn him in sorrow, but to press forward with faith. He was surrounded by his loved ones when he passed away in May 2025 at the age of 79. His granddaughter, Sadie Robertson Huff, was especially vocal about the emotional impact of her grandfather's passing. She remembered him not only as a leader of the family, but as someone whose faith never wavered, even as his mind and body did. Her reflections highlighted how Phil continued to inspire his family spiritually even when he was no longer able to speak or move easily. She shared that one of the last things he ever told her was "full strength ahead," a phrase that became symbolic of his approach to life, even in the face of death. Phil Robertson's death marked the end of an era, not just for his family, but for many fans who had grown to admire his values and personality. While he could be a polarizing figure at times, he also embodied a kind of unfiltered authenticity that resonated with millions. He wasn't afraid to speak his mind or live according to his beliefs, and that fearlessness earned him both critics and loyal supporters. With his passing, the Robertson family announced that they would be holding a private ceremony to honor Phil's life, with a public memorial to follow. They emphasized that while they were grieving, they also wanted to celebrate the life of a man who had such a lasting impact. His legacy would continue, not just through reruns of Duck Dynasty or the products of Duck Commander, but through the lives he touched, both personally and publicly. In 2025, a new revival of Duck Dynasty was already in development, focusing on the younger generation of the Robertson family. While Phil's health prevented him from participating in the new show, the family has said that his influence will be deeply felt in its stories, themes, and values. They plan to honor him by continuing to live out the principles he championed: faith, family, and perseverance. Phil Robertson's farewell was not marked by sadness alone, but by gratitude. His family, while heartbroken, repeatedly expressed their thankfulness for the years they had with him. They spoke of the example he set, of how to live simply, love deeply, and stand firm in one's beliefs. Though he has passed on, Phil's voice and values remain alive in the hearts of those he left behind. Full strength ahead wasn't just something he said at the end of his life, it was how he lived it. Through his work, his family, and his faith, Phil Robertson showed what it means to lead a purposeful life. Saying goodbye to him was hard, but his family believes that it's not the end, just the beginning of a new chapter in eternity.